I'm Camilla, I make travel and geography related videos, and today we are zooming in on Switzerland! Switzerland, known for the Alps and loved for its skiing resorts. Let's zoom in! Switzerland is a small landlocked country located in Central Europe, and it's very mountainous. It makes the border a bit hard to see. Let's switch maps. That's better. It borders 5 countries: Germany, Austria, Liechtenstein, Italy, and France. Switzerland has 2 small enclaves. First, Büsingen here in the north, that belongs to Germany, and in the south we have Campione d'Italia, which belongs to Italy, and there is a casino there. The origin of the name Switzerland goes way back to at least year 972, where the name of the area that Switzerland lies in was called Swiss. Swiss is a word that may be related to another word that means to burn, referring to the burning of the forests that was cleared to build in that time. Switzerland is a small country, the 132nd biggest country in the world, just smaller than the Netherlands, and just bigger than Bhutan. Switzerland comes on number 99 in population, with about 8.6 million people. In 1960, life expectancy was 71.2 years. That's really good, but in 2019 it had risen to 83.8 years, and is now among the countries in the world with the highest life expectancy. People live their long lives in the capital city Bern, but the biggest cities are in order Zurich, Geneva, and Basel. And now for the extreme points. The easternmost point lies here on the border with Italy. The southernmost point also touches Italy, pretty close to Milan. The westernmost point touches the river Rhone with France, and the northernmost point lies here on the border with Germany. Now we are measuring how regular the shape of the country is. We have the area of the rectangle. The area of Switzerland is about 41,000 square kilometers. So Switzerland covers 53% of the rectangle. Now we will zoom in on the capital, Bern. Okay, here's the capital city with the river Aare streaming through. They have a deer park, a zoo, Bärengraben, I don't know what that is. Yeah, bear pit. Enclosure housing bears. That's interesting. Bernisches Historisches Museum. Kunstmuseum Bern. Yeah, I'm just trying to speak German here. Let's just start exploring. I'm going straight into what looks like the city center. Ooh, I like this brick road. And I like this sail. 50%. That's a nice flag. Wow, look at this street. There are lots of flags. This looks like a really cool place to visit. There's so much life here. Many bikes, lots of tourists. Schmuck Cafe, Einstein House. Is that Einstein? That's cool. Wow, this is such a cute city. There's even place for a bus and a truck. And this big clock tower. Well, that was a great start on the street view. I'm gonna just try there. Oh, this was not what I expected. This is actually a view of the whole city. This is beautiful though. You can see the river, and this is the old town, I think, and the bigger city built around it. You can see it's a little hilly and really green. Wow, look at this. I like this picture. Yeah, this is how people live in Bern. Big apartment buildings right here. Sports field. These are the surroundings of Bern. Yeah, looks like it's raining there. Landscapes! Let's start with the topography map. As you maybe already knew, Switzerland is a mountainous country. First, we have the Jura Mountains in the northwest. The Jura Mountains lie north of the Western Alps and lies on the border with France. The tallest point of the Jura Mountains in Switzerland is Mont Tedre at 1,679 meters or 5,508 feet. But Switzerland has taller mountains, of course in the Alps. The Alps cover 3/5 of the country's total area and is the highest mountain range that lies entirely within Europe. The Caucasus Mountains, partly lying in Asia, being the tallest range in Europe. The Alps stretches approximately 1,200 kilometers through 8 countries: France, Germany, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Liechtenstein, Austria, Slovenia, Monaco, and Italy. The Swiss mountains sure do attract many tourists for skiing. But Switzerland is not all mountains though. Between the mountains lies the central Swiss plateau, called the Mittelland. The average altitude here is 580 meters, so it lies still pretty high. And this area is also super beautiful. Here are fertile plains, beautiful hills, and green forests. Yeah, the scenery is perfect. What also lies in the Mittelland is rivers! The longest river in Switzerland is the Rhine River. It originates in the mountains in the Alps, starting where the tributaries Vorderrhein and Hinterrhein come together. The Rhine then forms the border with Liechtenstein and Austria, before streaming into the Bodensee, coming back into the country again, making up the border with Germany and streaming into Germany at the town Basel, ultimately streaming into the North Sea through the Netherlands. Another river is the Rhône. Here is the Source du Rhône, coming from the Rhône Glacier. It streams westwards and into the Lac Léman, through the city of Geneva, into France, and emptying into the Mediterranean Sea. Lakes. Switzerland has about 1,484 lakes. One of them is the Bodensee and the belonging Untersee. The lake is also called Lake Constance, named for the city bordering the lake. It is clear what country the lake belongs to: Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. But it is not clear where the international borders go. Switzerland thinks the border should go through the middle of the lake. Austria thinks the entire lake should belong to all three countries equally, while Austria holds the smallest proportion of the coast. And Germany's like, nah, I don't care. With that I mean, Germany does not have an official legal opinion. So that's that lake. Another big lake is Lac Léman, also called Lake Geneva. Not to be confused with this city and lake in Wisconsin. The lake is shared between Switzerland and France, and according to these reviews I found, it has fantastic views and once is not enough. Let's do randoms review. Okay, so much to see. Where should I go? I am just gonna try right there and see where we're gonna end up. We're definitely in a mountainous region. Whoa, look at that. This is really beautiful. It's a lake with a deep blue color. And look at that mountain in the background. Threatening weather. It's soon about to rain. Still people are out having fun there. This is gorgeous. Look at those colors. The blue and the dark green. Looks like a sandbank going into this lake. Yeah, and she's taking pictures. I agree with her. This is a beautiful place to take pictures. Into the deep forest of Switzerland. I'm impressed. Randoms review is fun. If you're interested to know, this was the Kaumasee. Yeah, many times I find something interesting. You just end up finding all these cool places. Let's try one more then. I'm gonna go there, close to Austria and Liechtenstein. This looks less mountainous than the last place. Yep, and this is a house with sunflowers, beautiful sunflowers. A beautiful backyard though, look at that. I like this. Is that a ping pong table? Huh? Oh, and this is one of those, how do you call them? Like a straight line that you can walk up on and you keep your balance. Balance line? I once fell off of one of those. They're dangerous. Okay, wow, look at this view. Imagine living here and having this view. It's so green. You can imagine cows walking by. That's a nice day in Switzerland. Opposite side time. I put my ruler in the capital city Bern, move it for 20,000 kilometers around the globe, and we land in the Pacific Ocean, with the closest land being Pitt Island, part of New Zealand. Time for some travel suggestions. So Switzerland is known for the skiing resorts, but I want to make a different approach. Again, I have planned a road trip for you. Let's start to say that I have been on a road trip in Switzerland before. Actually, my honeymoon with Vegard went to see the Alps in 5 different countries, and we saw that Switzerland was super beautiful. Let's start the road trip in Geneva. You can get there by air and arrive at the international airport, or you can arrive by land, for instance by train or car from France. Geneva has a beautiful location, touching the Lac Léman, the Alps and Jura Mountains, and as the headquarters of the Europe's UN and the Red Cross. So this is an important city. And a big deal is CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research. It is the largest particle physics laboratory in the world and a dream destination for all physics fans. And you, even if you're not a physicist, can visit there. Just look at this review. One of the top priorities when you visit Switzerland, Geneva. You have to visit and register for a tour to discover more about CERN, one of the biggest organizations for nuclear research in the world. I both visited it and worked there, and it was a huge experience for me. Okay, let's continue our road trip through Switzerland by driving through the mountains and gorgeous nature. To Lucerne. Lucerne is a city known for its preserved medieval architecture in the Altstadt, Old Town. Just look at how nice this place looks. There are good views of the Lake Lucerne. There is this really old bridge from 1333 called the Kapellbrücke. I can just imagine spending a summer day here, eating ice cream, overlooking the lake, sitting in the sun. Cool, okay, we are moving on. And now I want to share with you what Vegard and I did here on our honeymoon. See, we came from Germany, drove through Zurich, and found camping Fischer's Fritz. A great camping, lying along Lake Zurich. What we thought was really cool about this camping was that there were flying tents. A tent hanging in the air from the trees with a rope ladder hanging down to climb into the tent. So I went there, we got the tent, and we forgot that we didn't bring any blankets or sleeping bags. And it was raining, and at some point there was thunder too. But luckily Vegard had brought 7 sweaters on our honeymoon in the summer, so we spent the night sleeping in his sweaters. We woke up around 6 in the morning being cold, so we got up early and left. Continuing our travel towards Liechtenstein. Switzerland is a beautiful, hilly, green, mountainous country with beautiful lakes with onshore borders, and is the origin of 2 grand European rivers, the Rhine and the Rhone. These were some geographical facts on Switzerland. Next time we're staying in Europe and going to my neighbor country, Sweden, and we're zooming out. Thank you for watching, guys.